corporation at 2.9 billion. Somebody's got to pay for it. They don't want it to be the owners that have been with us for years. We try to make sure all of them are where they want to be because we have different levels, stuff like that. Whatever you purchase, you have a yearly HOA. It's 58 cents a point based off of how much you own. When you buy points, you're not buying an individual location. It's kind of like, I say it's like a mutual fund. You own Hilton Head, you own New York, you own Seattle, you own every property that we have. So you have first priority to everything. In the old system, if you bought here in Hilton Head, you just bought a week here and that's where you went to. And if you didn't want to come here, you had to go through an outside company, you need to go to another Marriott. We call it the hope and pray method, so you didn't know if you would get it or not. So now we do everything just through points. You know, have you guys ever looked at anything like this? I didn't even think to ask you that.
Yeah, we have.
Okay, well, did you ever look at it with Marriott?
No.
Okay, because I saw you had called in through
Yeah.
database marketing, but I didn't see where.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've heard about it.
How long ago was that?
Within the last couple of years. Hilton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Hilton's a good company. Some of them are really bad, so I think Hilton's a pretty good one, though. So I don't talk bad about any other companies. We just try to build ours higher. So, and 9 times out of 10, the people that come into Marriott are already staying with Marriott. You know, they stay with us a lot. So it's like just a natural progression. So, but it's 58 cents a point. So if someone came in and said, I'm going to start with a starter level program, I'm just going to buy 2,000 points, because you can buy 1,500, 2,000, 25, 3, so on and so forth. Every year, you get 2,000 points into your account for the rest of your life. If you don't use them all, you can carry them over. You want to bring them back, you can bring them back, things like that. So, but your HOA, okay, it's 58 cents a point. That means each year I would pay $1,150 a year. But when I go on vacation, I don't worry about what the cost is. Most of our clients consider this as their budget, especially if they're in retirement. Because when you're working, you have money coming in, but you don't always have the time. When you hit retirement, it flips. You have the time, but you don't always have the money.
Yeah.
And where do people go on vacation from? They divest out of things that are making them money. They pull out of, stocks, bonds, 401ks, all this. They divest out and put it into rent. What is rent? 100% financial loss. It doesn't make a lot of common sense, but because it's the only way people know to do it. So, but this is your HOA, and it goes off how many points you own. Owners save 100 to 1,000% compared to renting from Marriott anyway. I'll give you an example. You said, okay, here, this one, Marriott, this is Ocean Watch, this is Myrtle Beach. You may never want to go there, but it's warm. So this is one I had from yesterday. Okay, so this is July the 16th. I can go July the 16th and check in. See, these are your points, what you own. If I want to go there and stay for 5 days in July, that's the busiest time of the year, it would cost me 1,750 points. So, in all actuality, I'm staying for about $1,000 as an owner to rent, or to own, because that's my HOA. But what would it cost me to rent it? I don't know if it's still up here or not. Let's say I want to go to Myrtle Beach. I would plug in Myrtle Beach. What date was up there? That was like the week of the 16th. When you rent and you go on Marriott.com, you never know if it's going to be available through rental because owners have first priority. So I'm just going to do the one day that I had the 16th. Because, there's our hotels, Fairfield Inn, Sheraton. Oh, okay, so this is our resort. It's $685 a day. But what people forget, this is a Garden View unit. You can pick and choose if you want Garden View, Oceanside, Oceanfront. $685 a night is the cheapest room. However, clients forget when you're renting, you're still paying taxes, insurance, all of that. It's $89 just for one day to stay there for taxes. So to stay there for one day is $774. So if I want to go for 5 nights, I would just multiply it. $3,500, about $3,900 to stay there. if I'm renting that location during that time. However, the points, I'm staying for about $1,000 because that was my HOA. So that's about a 300% savings. I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I said I've got a stock for you that I can guarantee you 200 to 300% a year, would you be interested? I've had people go, no. I'll go, then we're done. There's no sense me even talking to you guys. But that's reality. You don't buy this as an investment. This is not meant to hurt you. The whole common sense part of it is, common sense, everybody would rather stay in the villa like you're staying in than a hotel room. Why? Because it's nicer. And if it was the same money, why not? That's logic. I'm spending the money anyway. But that's how the points work. You buy them once. They come back every year, whatever amount of points you purchase. And then you have an HOA based off of those points. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I can go through and show you a million other things too. I just try to do real high-level overviews. And this is the concept. I know you said you looked before, but it does depend on who you talk to. I always say I talk to you about two things that are important to you. One is your family, and two is your money. But not just any money. Because there's money for college tuitions, there's money for cars, homes, all kinds of things. I talk to you about your vacation money. Because that's the only thing we try to focus on. And I say you have to have three things. One, you have to like Marriott and our locations. Two, and it sounds like you have, but you have to have already made the decision to travel. And when you were saying downstairs, you'll like to travel maybe, once every 3 or 4 months. I mean, I don't know if anything's going to change that, or some people are unhealthy, some people, things that happen to them in their life, you just never know. So, but do y'all plan, is that something y'all plan to do?
We plan to do it.
Okay. And that's what we try to do, is just put together a plan for you. And the third thing is, you'll have to already have a budget to spend money. And what I mean by that is, I hate working here in the summer. The reason why is because during the summertime, you have people that are my age. I'm 43. They think they know everything. So people that are 30 and 40, they know everything. They don't. Some are dumb as a box of rocks, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. However, I'll go through and I'll say, where are you staying? Oh, we just came here. We're renting Marriott. I say, oh, that's great. If they're a first-time purchaser. You're renting Marriott. Well, what are you paying? Oh, it's only $6,000 for the week. And I'll go, okay. Your kids look like they're about 8 or 9. No, they're 5 and 7, whatever they are. Well, do you plan on coming back to Hilton Head or staying, going on vacation? Oh, every summer we come down. We've been doing it for the last 5 years. I'm like, okay. Do you usually spend $6,000 a year? Yeah, well, sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 7. It changes every year. I'm like, that's right, because inflation. I said, well, if you think about the last 5 years, do you realize you spent $30,000? You go, oh no, we don't think about it. We just put it on a credit card and go. At the end, they can't purchase anything because they have to talk to a financial planner. They have to do. It's supposed to be the money you're already spending. And I'll say, well, there's 3 ways to go on vacation. Rent, own, or just don't go. And what I do is I take whatever kind of money someone's budget or what they plan to spend a year. Some clients go to their financial advisor, and their financial advisor says your TLI, or travel, leisure, and incidentals for the year, is $15,000 a year when you retire. Okay, that's great. Our clients take the money they're spending now before retirement. I think you said 1 year for you and 5 to 6 years for you.
Yeah.
If you think you're going to travel over the next 5 to 6 years, you have to ask yourself, what am I looking at spending? Most people want champagne taste on a beer budget.
Yeah.
That's what we offer. I'm sorry. You make me nervous. Are you a CPA or an engineer?
I'm a lawyer.
A lawyer. Okay. That's so funny. The guy I had yesterday, I don't even know if I got him. Oh, that's my credit card. I thought, yeah. So this guy right here came in yesterday. He was from somewhere in Texas. Yeah. So Spring, Texas. He owns the most